awkward part is when it just Good Monday morning, everyone. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that we are already at the end of March, going into April, and Easter is next weekend already, you guys. Oh my gosh, I just can't believe it. But you guys listen to Author Talk with me, Amy, Russell, Valerie, and good old Mickey is back to talk with us
Good old
today.
Mickey.
So you
Old is the
guys,
key word there, Amy. Old is the key word
Good
there.
old,
Hey,
good,
oh
really,
thanks for
my
really
that. I
goodness.
old
Oh
appreciate that.
my God.
Mickey.
Leave it to all of y'all to nitpick my words. Okay. So, anyways, my weekend, you guys. So, today is my sister in law's birthday. So, happy birthday to her. And it's also Mickey's child's birthday today. So, happy birthday to them as well. Good old birthday
Yep.
days. But this
Yepers.
weekend, you guys, so Josh has been super busy working. And so this weekend, my kids had a school carnival, which is like their fundraiser instead of us having to like panhandle all this stuff. So we went to their carnival and had a lot of fun. And then Sky had a birthday party. So we went to the birthday party of her class and just kind of hung out. So it was like a chaotic, busy, everybody's just busy weekend going into it. But I have survived. I've survived, and I'm gonna make it on the home stretch because Meadow's got two field trips coming up here in April, like freaking a week apart from each other. And I'm gonna survive this, you guys. I'm on the home stretch to make it. My pool's gonna open soon, and so if you see me getting darker, it's because I'm de-stressing at the pool coming up soon. But what all did you guys do this weekend? How was it? Did you guys stay like warm or not warm? I guess cool because it's hot here in Texas. Mickey, I hope you stayed warm. So what all
I
did you
definitely
guys
stayed
do?
warm.
Oh, good. All right, who wants to go first? Valerie, you go first because Russell likes to hear your stories.
Okay. Let me see. We went straight to the beach at noon on Fridays just because we could. My husband had a half day and then I was able to get out of my work at 11:30, so I just like zip lined it over there by like in the mid-afternoon. I was on the beach reading a book, but
Nice.
yeah, it was great because and then we did like a whole just Crystal Beach has a lot of live music, so we hit multiple venues and checked out that just kind of relaxing. And then Saturday it was cold, Amy. That it was
I
cold and
know.
windy on Saturday.
Well, for us Texans, but we have Mickey on, so we can't really complain about it being like 75.
You
Yeah, but that
guys.
wind was
You
it was
guys.
20-mile-an-hour winds, and
That
it
It
was
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 cold, yes, on
it
oh
Saturday
was. It
morning.
was
It
pretty
was
chilly.
almost down to
Talk to me
70
when
for
it's
the
minus
low.
56. Let's do that, all right?
You
Let's
guys,
not
we
don't
were
do
not
that.
going to get sympathy from Mickey at
well
all.
the
I'll give
thing
it to
is
Oh,
Mickey.
well the Friday I was in a bathing suit and on the beach and then
I know.
wait, I can't unless I have a long sleeve shirt on. But anyway, and then Sunday I hit the Bayou City Art Festival. Just
I love that art festival.
it's a
It's
year.
like one of the best.
Yeah, 20. I'm sorry, it's downtown one because they have one in Memorial, one in downtown. But the whole Allen Parkway, three long pathways, and then they have Sam Houston Park with live music and all this stuff. So you can, I mean, people. It was so funny though because it warmed up like so in such a weird way. People were
Yeah.
putting sunscreen on yesterday at the festival because they were getting burned. I
It
was
was
like,
pretty
yeah,
hot
that's
yesterday.
that is so Texas, right? We're
I
freezing one
know.
minute and then hot the next day. And we're
Yeah.
planning for Easter, trying to plan a menu. I know Russell talked about, my mom's sauce. So the suga, she's already got it in motion. She's boiling tomatoes because
Already.
yeah, well, it's a she's 82, so it takes her a minute to get it together. So she's doing it in stages, like she's boiling the tomatoes and then she purees them, and then I think she freezes them, and then she's like tomorrow she'll make the breadcrumbs for the meatballs, and then all these different things, and then I asked for a coconut pie, so well, she's got to space it
Okay.
out.
I
Nice.
wish I could hang out with your mom this week and
Right?
just sit around with a glass of wine and be her gopher and watch her make this Italian dish that is like one of the greatest foods in the entire world.
Suga,
It's really-
right?
which is no
Oh, yeah.
big deal in your family because you have it every Sunday, I guess.
Well, the thing is, that because she was like, "What do y'all want me to make?" Because and the kids were all like, we have a group chat. They're like, "Grandma Suga, Grandma Suga." That was like the
Nice.
main thing. They were like, "Yeah, we gotta have that. We gotta have it."
I love that.
Yeah,
Okay,
like,
we need a picture and a review of it next Monday.
okay, okay. We'll have lots of pictures, I'm sure. We'll do chef all the meatballs, everything.
It'll be
Love
fun.
it.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. Russell, what did you do?
Okay, well, I mainly worked out and rode my bicycle and found out that you can work out and run and lift weights and play pickleball, but that doesn't put you in bicycle shape.
Oh.
Because I got my road bike out. My money pit house is 2 blocks from the bayou. So I rode over to the bayou and found that, you know, I almost didn't make it home in after an hour. So that sort of thing. But I noticed there was an article this weekend and it was just posted on Monday morning, this morning, as we do this show live, about the biggest voice in Audible books for romance fantasies. And we talk
Oh,
about that all the time.
we
And this
do.
guy got sick for a week and missed 6 deadlines, and authors were freaking out because they only wanted his voice.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
Who
but I
is
mean,
it? Who is
people
it?
people get sick too. But yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's posted. I don't know. The article's not in front of me, so I don't know the guy's name. I don't actually read that stuff. We just talk about it all the time because I find it so intellectually interesting, the whole business of it.
Well,
I bet I know who it is because I've heard one guy's voice in multiple novels just over
He's
and
a
over.
big
And he's so
deal.
good.
I mean, he makes his whole living just reading novels because
How cool is that?
apparently the women readers that are Audible readers love this guy's voice.
Mhm.
well, I mean, as an audiobook listener and not necessarily romanticities, but just romance, your audiobooks do make or break it. It doesn't matter if you have like an ebook and they can read it themselves, but your audiobook is what people generally like, oh my God, if you read the ebook, you've got to listen to the audiobook. Or don't listen to the audiobook, listen to like just read the book because the audiobook's terrible. Like it does make or break you. I think
Yes,
like having it and having like a multicast one, like if you have a female and a male character, having
This
the
guy
audio
does
switch.
the multicast stuff.
Yeah, having
I
it
noticed that
switch
from
is
the article.
popular.
yeah.
So
Well, I don't
I
know,
don't-
Amy, because have you I've gotten some audiobooks and I'm like, I can't listen to this person's voice. And like
yeah.
I'll like one of the characters and then the second character, I'm like, oh, it's just like, oh,
Oh
it's too much.
yes.
I'm
I
like, I'll
don't
just
like the
read it, I'll do
multi.
something, but I just can't.
I
Man,
don't like
yeah.
the multi-voice audiobooks. I don't like that.
Oh, Russell, I
find that
love
distracting.
them. Oh, I can't listen
No,
to
it's
a guy
good.
We're
try
gonna
to
have
do
to
a
get
female
Mickey in this
voice.
conversation.
Yes,
I can't.
Mickey, what do you think?
Mickey's going to back up Amy in this case. I'm sorry.
You're
Yeah.
a coward. Mickey, you're
No.
afraid to disagree with her. You're just a coward.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just one of those things, right? Like it just is. So I'm sorry, Russell. Don't hate me later, but yeah,
No, I
Mickey's
think
backing Amy up on this.
I think Russell, though, maybe you just haven't listened to the right one because, like, for me, sometimes it's hard listening to a man's voice try to portray like a woman's voice because, like, high pitch, or a woman's voice try to do a man's voice. I can't do that.
A woman's voice can do a man's voice better than a man's
Yeah.
voice can do a woman's voice. However, I must say I find it distracting anyway. If I'm listening to audiobook, I don't want to play, and I don't want to. If I want that, I'll listen to a different source.
Yeah.
When I
mean,
do an
get that.
audiobook, I just want someone reading it to me.
I get that. I get that. We'll
Yeah.
have to dive more into it because Valerie, I have an audiobook that I will just read and I'll just have the audiobook in the background because the voice I just can't handle with. But Mickey, what did you do this weekend?
I relaxed because today is my kid's birthday, and so I got a lot of work done. I got my invoices out. I did some opportunity stuff, knowing that today was going to be a full day, and Mondays are always my busiest day of the week. And so today, it's not going to be, because I'm taking my kid out for shopping. We're going out to a nice restaurant. I'm going to have some fun with them. So that was my weekend. Work.
God,
And, a
I'd
little,
like to
and
go out shopping.
I did read a bit of a book as well, which is different for me, right? So yeah,
It is.
But today will be like your weekend.
pretty much
Oh, nice.
in a good way. So
Yeah.
when Amy calls me to come on this show, it's always a yes. I never say no. So this is my one obligation today, and then I have one client meeting after this, and then the rest of the day, I am done.
It's almost half the day.
know.
It adds up quick.
Incommunicado.
It's a great feeling. It's a
Yeah.
great feeling.
I
Yeah.
like it. I like it. Valerie, the audiobook, hold on, Russell. The audiobook is the JD Robb In Death series, the Naked in Death series. I just can't deal with the narrator trying to play all these different voices. It throws me off, where I will just then, I'm sorry, my cat's here. I will just then read the book. I can't listen to the audiobook.
I thought you were going to say J.D. Burrell, the guy that we just interviewed. I thought you were going to say something bad about his book.
No,
was
I
like,
actually
God,
downloaded his
that
book.
J.D. was a great guy. Why
No.
was you talking about that J.D.?
No, so JD, God, where did I say
Oh,
this?
hold on. I just got his book from the library. I can run and go get it. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So JD Robb's is Nora Roberts, who writes under JD Robb for her In Death series, which is like a detective suspense thriller series. And there's like, I don't know, man. There's like, I get this number mixed up all the time. There's either 26 books or 56 books in that series, because Dina has read every single one of them. So that's the series we were reading together. And then I cheated and was listening to the audiobook so I could somewhat stay on top like with her. And then I still failed. So yeah, that's the series that we were reading together. And now I'm just reading it on my own with other ones.
Because she gave up on you, right?
I gave up on keeping up with Dina. She's a speed reader and cheated.
Okay, let me thank our listeners while Valerie went to get the book. We're
Here it is.
top 10% on some, yes, hang on a second, and top 1% on Good Pods and some others. We thank people very much for listening to us. We've been around for 10 years. When we were first on the podcast, I couldn't find us. And then Amy, and I found out a week or two ago, Amy and Dina did some magic. And even now, a boomer like myself can find us. If I can find us, you can find us. Amy, where can people find us?
You guys, anywhere that you can listen to a podcast. So my go-to is Amazon Music or Spotify. I'm an Android user, so Google Play. If you're an Apple user, iTunes. You can also, if you want to come over and watch us, because I am weird like that and I like to watch podcasts. I know I'm weird. But anyways, you can go over to our YouTube channel and see how we started to where we are today. You can go over to our Facebook group and hang out with us, ask us questions live during our show, or if you listen to our replay. We love engaging and listening to you guys and just having a fun, good time interacting with you guys. So you can go over there, or you can go to any one of our social media channels. They are all public and you can chit chat or DM me. I would say email, but I'm a millennial, you guys. So DM me if you want to be on the show or just kind of see what it's about. But yeah, Valerie, you got JD Barker's book.
Yeah, we don't talk about Emma. So
Nice. You'll have to let us know how it is.
yeah, I just barely started it because I was already in the middle of this one, Home Before Dark by Riley Sager.
Ooh.
This one is very creepy, very creepy. So, and then Riley Sager is a pen name for another author. So I just was looking that up too. So I was like, why do we need pen names? I don't know, but it's a good book, and he's got a lot of good books actually. So I'm excited to read JD Barker's book. This had like a lot of good reviews too. So
nice. Well, so
I love a good thriller.
Absolutely.
See, you're like, I'm like you, but in a dark romance. I like a good dark romance that like borderline. I'm like, oh, I like you feel, like you just feel the pain. I don't know why, but I like those. I'm weird, but yeah, I can totally understand it. But Valerie, you sent an article to the group yesterday, or to me in my email, I think, and it was talking about the like Amazon algorithm changes that's going
Mhm.
on, right? I think Written Word Media had put it out. But I had talked about it on a podcast that good old Mickey had set me up with, I don't know, a couple weeks back or something like that. So I figured we'll just dive into what this what is it, like A10? Is that what it is? Like an A10 algorithm or whatever. But this is what I know of it. So external links are getting a lot more traction on directing to Amazon's algorithm than Amazon ads itself, which is what I had been saying, which is you should now would be the time to pivot back to Facebook ads or Google ads because they're external links and they're sending that metadata and stuff to the Amazon algorithm, and it's actually communicating better with Amazon's algorithm than its own ads right now. And so you could save a lot of money by doing that and, testing the waters to see and figure out where your audience is and stuff like that. But that's what's working more. And that's what a lot of people have come slowly to realize, because Amazon ads can be super expensive. I don't know about you guys, but like you have to spend money to make money on Amazon ads. And so it's definitely an investment, but it's not communicating and it's not converting like it used to. And so the external links. So post them on your social media channels, running those kind of advertisements or boosted ads on those Google ads for sure. If you're going to do TikTok, the TikTok marketplace, those kinds of things are communicating a lot better with the Amazon.
Okay, I have a question, Amy.
Okay.
Okay, what's changed? Because in the beginning, back in 16 and 17, Amazon ads, when you run ad on the book while people were surfing books,
Yeah.
those were very successful. What's changed in the algorithm?
I think it's just where people are getting where they're searching for their books and their information. A lot more
so they're
people
just
are
not
on that.
searching on Amazon anymore?
I mean, they're more just being directed to it from different sites, right? Like you have TikTok that'll direct them to it. You have a ton of different Facebook groups and like influencers from there or from Instagram. So they're just getting sent in a bunch of different directions that it's more like if you have so much outside noise, it's become all that you can see because like the main tunnel, you don't really see it anymore because you're just focused on all this outside noise.
You
It's
mean
the
like
same thing.
TikTok, as you said?
Yeah, I mean, you have those. You also have people like Russell, we've talked about several times that are, spray painting their own edges, right? You have people that have their own distributions of book boxes, though, that are sending people to get them, and then they're having to buy them from there, right? So it's more resonating where those ads are taking place than necessarily just directly on Amazon. Like I still go and search for things on Amazon, but like when I'm looking for books and stuff, it's like on a reel and the stories popped up, or like when we talked about the Kickstarter one that we were talking about with the black lights for the romance, all of those were just Facebook ads that I was seeing. Like it wasn't like I was, on Amazon looking for it. It was just a Facebook ad that went to this lady's website, which then she causes her to order bulk of those books to have those designs put in them, right? So it's communicating more on the outside noise than the internal noise.
Okay, with that knowledge, is there a platform that's more successful with redirecting Amazon, or do they not have that information?
Facebook communicates a lot better with the Amazon ad than Amazon itself. Well, not the Amazon ad, but like Amazon's algorithm than Amazon ads themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So, because, but if you think about it, right? I mean, you can do whatever you want. But if you think about it, Facebook owns Instagram, right? And so when you run your ads, you run them simultaneously and you can run different kinds of ads on each platform. So you're really covering two bases with one ad budget instead of playing and manipulating keywords and stuff. And then on top of that, the Facebook like AI that'll help you in terms of like placement in those has actually been wonderful in terms of having to do the full-time job research on Amazon itself. But I'm telling you, I know everybody discounts Facebook and we all have a love-hate relationship with it. And I totally understand, but you have like the first social media site that's like withstood the sands of time pretty much and like everything that you've thrown at it. And it keeps coming back. Like groups, I'm telling you, groups I think is what really works in terms of beating the Amazon algorithm, because these genre specific groups, these women or readers, whoever, I mean, they will like you be like, I did this recently and I didn't tell Russell, but I did this recently and I was like, hey, my TBR is getting short. I need more books to add to it, right? Oh my gosh. Within like 2 hours, I had 165 different book recommendations with the link to that book. Like, and that's a third party, right? Like that, I'm clicking on that from a third party site. So, I mean, Groups has just really taken off, but it's Facebook ads. I mean, people run them, independent authors running them on their spray painted edges and those kinds of things. So,
Mhm.
I'm just saying.
Well, there's
In terms of designing their ads, what do you suggest?
But what was Mickey going to say first?
no, go ahead. It's okay. Go ahead.
No, I'm really curious before I answer it. I want to know what your feedback was.
There's going back to the groups on Facebook specifically. There's strength in being part of that community. There's strength in being part of that networking. And you can't do that on Amazon. You can't build a community within yourself, within the author branding aspect. And that's what I'm trying to tell clients, like my clients, i.e. Russell and other people. You know, it's one thing to just have your book up there and share a link on your social media page. It's another thing to actually be part of these active groups, develop relationships, and next thing you know, you're sharing their content. They're also sharing yours. You can't do that on Amazon. You can do that on TikTok to a point, but it's very clicky. But with Facebook, there's so much growth and so much saturation within that market. If you leverage it properly, you can't help but not have success. It's inevitable. That's all I was going to say, Amy.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I mean, it's you put in or you get out what you put into it, in a sense, is how it kind of goes. But in terms of like setting it up, I've been doing a lot of these ads recently, so it's been a lot of fun to play with it. But the best way to, I guess, to think about it is if you have a series in your book, run an ad on book one or whichever one that you're promoting at the same time. Like if you're running a promotion on it, and do a separate ad that promotes the whole series as a whole. So then you have your promotion stacking that you did with whichever book in your series you're doing, and you're running ads on that, and you're capitalizing on that success of that promotion while also running an ad that encompasses the full series or multiple series, depending on how you want to do it. So that's how I would set it up. So I set it up where you have like a video carousel ads with multiple images. At least for me, haven't been converting. So like if you have a video, or if you have a very vibrant graphic, just standalone kind of graphic, and then you can put music to it or whatever. But that generally has been what's been converting for me. But carousel ads aren't necessary unless you're doing like a shop, like different clothes and styles and those kinds of things, and those convert, but they don't do it for me. Russell,
What the heck video? What are you talking about the video? And how do you put that in a commercial? And where you put it like a video in one of the Facebook groups? Is that what you're talking about?
No. So when you're doing Facebook groups, they have self-promotion author days. It's like once a month, or some do it once every other week. It's generally a Tuesday or Wednesday, and you can go and promote your book or your favorite author in that post. And you can put it up there if you want. But I'm talking about in like the ad creation itself. It's like creating a reel, right? And like pulling from content that you already have. And, if you're buddies with AI, then Facebook AI can help you create the reel with all the images that you've had. You can always use that too if you want to go down the AI route. If you don't, then you don't have to do that. But you having some kind of moving element to your ad is what helps it convert a lot more. But that's what that whole like external links are commuting get better with Amazon algorithms. That's what it is. It's people are getting exposure to that from other sources and not just being on Amazon all the time. Like, I don't know about you guys. Maybe this is a tangent that I'm going to go on, and hopefully you guys all come with me on these tangents. But how many of you guys actually follow and like continuously listen to Amazon influencers, like through Amazon? Does anyone do that?
Zero.
Yeah, right.
Zero.
Okay, I was gonna say, because like you have I've seen all these people like, oh, I'm an Amazon influencer, and they have like their own channel and stuff. But like I see all their content on Instagram or on Facebook. I don't ever see them live on Amazon. So I didn't know how many people actually like watch.
Where would you see them on Amazon? You wouldn't see them on Amazon Prime TV.
No,
you wouldn't see them on Amazon Shopping. What else is there?
Let me pull it up, because there is like a section, because it's like, okay, how many? I don't know. Did you guys do Black Friday shopping online on Amazon? Anybody? No.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So if you did, and then there was like, oh, the lightning, like the Amazon Prime deals, lightning deals, right? And you saw like a live video and they were talking about some of the deals that were in the carousel underneath them. Anybody know what I'm talking about? That's where you would find like okay, let me share my screen because I feel like this is a very educational moment.
Okay, be careful to hide the important part.
I mean,
If there is an important part, I don't
there's
know.
not. There's
Okay.
there's really not. Okay, so here where it says live streams,
Oh,
I'm pretty sure that see, this is where you go and see like she's live. You can follow her and then like she's talking about all the things that she's promoting that you can get sales on, right? And there's people that you can follow. Like, look at all these people. But like I don't see any of these people on here. I see them all on other sites.
Why would you watch these people and what they want? Maybe I'm a boomer and that's my problem,
Well,
right?
but Russell, I mean, that's the what. So that's
I
the
don't get it.
question.
Why do you give a crap about what they buy?
Well, but that's the question of like influencers, right? Which is why, in my opinion, influencer marketing is dying. Like, I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but like a lot of people are just sick of being sold to and like told what to like, what not to like, and like what they need to have because it's all generally just a facade, anyways. So, like, the influencer marketing just in of itself is dying, right? But you still have people that, want these. Like, I don't want to be told what to buy, but if it's a hell of a deal, I could be tempted because I just like a good deal. It's not that I really care about the person. I just like the deal. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, there's those kinds of things. But now when it comes to books, I think it's very different because I do enjoy getting like my top 10 most unhinged recommendations because they're books that I'm probably not going to know about, right? Because I can't just go search dark romance and these books are going to pop up.
I'm actually okay. I agree with you. After all the crap I just said,
Mhm.
I actually agree with you about that. When it comes to list from sources that I'm interested in of top 10 books, top 10 books of the month, like the New York Times, they'll do top 10 books of the month. I'll scan that, right? Or there must be 20 or 30 other either organizations or individuals that will list top 5 books of the month. I check that out and I'll actually read what the content is of each book to see if one of the books is really interesting to me.
Yeah.
So I totally agree with you. It's just my influencers are different than other people's, but they're still influencers. So you still won the argument, by the way.
Well, yeah, but that's where, okay, so like in this community, is like giving recommendations is where I think it's thriving. But I think in terms of influencing people to buy X, Y, and Z, like certain things, is where I think it's dying. And I think the recommendations is surviving because they also say, oh, like I'm adding to my TBR list. So if you have other recommendations, so they're in like, what is it? They're in encouraging conversation, like just open, like social, right? Which is what social media was. We've always talked about this, which is just like having a conversation with people and getting, in touch with people that you couldn't normally get in touch with. And so I think that's why the recommendation influencers are thriving is because they like in what is it? Invoke or inspire conversation in the comments where the other ones don't. The other ones are just like, oh, buy this kind of thing. So I think, I don't know. I think it's different.
Well,
So.
the influencers that are saying buy this are all about themselves in a lot of cases. I mean, they're being sponsored by people paying them to say these things. So
Yeah.
it's a different aspect, right? They're in it for themselves. Whereas the people who are putting these top 10 or top 15 lists together, it's actual content that people are interested in and want to look at. And it's not just buy this book. Here's a reason why you should buy this book and why it's vital at this time. That's the key difference, in my opinion.
Okay, Nikki, who do you pay attention to when they do a list of books you should look at? Who hooks you?
Only as highly established places like the New York Times, Book Riot, CBC, things like that. And yes, I know the majority of them are not covering indies. There are a couple of book reviewers that I know that I've got a legitimate following that are not paid followers. They're actually legitimate, and they put out decent lists as well. But it's all based on, again, algorithm and content overall. That's what I pay attention to.
Yeah.
Does that help, Russell, or not really?
Oh yeah, I just was wondering. when you're scanning whatever you're reading at the time, when when what was the particular producer that you paid attention to when they made a list and you saw it? Valerie, uh, what institutions, etc., do you pay attention to about their top books of the month, top books of the week, etc.?
Well, I get book club. We're part of a book club,
Mm.
so I get their recommendations. I get Goodreads recommendations. I get Barnes and Noble recommendations.
Nice.
I don't
Yeah.
even know. I think that there's one more thing I get recommendations. Oh, it's from my local bookstore here, Copperfields. And Blue Willow. They also send book recommendations. So and then the Chronicle every Sunday has a big article about new upcoming books. So I try to merge all these things and then do the research on what I like and what I don't like. And of course, then you have all your friends recommending books that they've already read. So
Yeah.
between all those, I come across stuff. And hey, if you go inside a library, they have promotions of like, hey, it's Women's History Month, or hey, it's Mystery Thriller Month or week or whatever. That is worth, that's invaluable time, just spending some time just taking a look at all that kind of stuff. But I just all over the place. But a lot of the emails that I get, they're very sources as well.
That's good.
Man, I'd like generally feel like the youngest person on this show because
Well, you
one,
are 12.
I don't get any email book recommendations except it's like them pitching to be on the show. All of my book recommendations are done through like the videos that I watch that pop up randomly, and I
You know
will like
what? That
just
is
follow
not
them.
that's not bad. I
Yeah.
got to tell you, when I'm going through the algorithm list of YouTube videos that it suggests for me,
Yeah.
every once in a while, I'll get a top suggestion for a novel or a recommendation for several novels. And I don't know who those people are. And I pull those up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
even
It's
that
like
works
pizza.
with me. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm not judging. I'm the same way.
No, I mean, I don't know, you guys call me crazy, but I'm not necessarily subscribed to the New York Times. I don't know. I don't check my email like that. But like if someone else is telling me, I guess it's because they give me like they put the cover up, and if the cover's really pretty, then I want to listen to their explanation. And then they give me a brief summary, and it's usually like the climactic part of like why he's a 10, but he's really unhinged kind of thing. And then I'm just like, well, okay, I can probably get down with it. Like I could probably read this and see what's happening, right? So they're selling it to me, but it's great.
Well, Amy,
Yeah.
you probably get suggestion emails from Audible, possibly, maybe,
No.
because Audible will also send like, hey, if you like this, you like that. And then you can also follow, is it on there? You can follow the author. Or
Yeah, but see, my
there's another one you can follow
Audible,
them.
my Audible and my Amazon account is in Josh's name, so he gets that. And I hate when he gets
Whoa.
that because he's sitting here and he's all like, "What are you reading?" I'm like, "Look, you don't just mind your business. Mind your
Right.
Never
Just
mind.
it's work. Mind your business.
I love that.
You have to. I mean, I don't know. You just have to. But I don't know. I'm you guys for the first time I'm actually in between books. I have finished all my books and I'm actually in the market for a new book.
Are you gonna
so-
you should read JD's book, the
It's in
author
my
from
list.
last week. And that Valerie's got. I want that book.
Mhm.
What was the name of it, Valerie?
It is. We
Something
don't talk
Emma?
about Emma. Should
We
I
don't
read you a
talk about Emma.
synopsis?
Yeah,
You
go
want me to
for
read
it.
you?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on
Oh,
2 seconds.
that guy's got more promotion out of his interview with us. This is like
Right?
3 weeks we've talked about this guy.
I'm
All
a
right,
little
hold on.
jealous
This is
right now,
this-
guys. Just saying.
I mean, he knew how to work us.
No, so Valerie had mentioned him before when she was talking about, authors that she had read. She had mentioned him like 2 or 3 weeks before. And then we had to, revisit the time that we had booked for his conversation. And then Valerie didn't even get to make it, but she had mentioned it before.
Yeah.
She,
So
like-
And
basically,
he's a very cool dude.
he has a review from James Patterson, y'all, on here.
That's because that's his
So-
buddy. He explained that
Yeah.
before.
That-
In fact,
okay,
what
on
he
a
didn't tell us is the unspoken truth. He didn't tell us those 6 New York Times bestsellers that he said he wrote before he wrote one for himself. Guess who they were the ghostwriting written for?
I can only speculate.
James.
James,
Oh.
but okay, James Patterson has been partnering with a lot of people. Did you see he just came out with Viola Davis, and then who else did he do? And then he did something with Bill Clinton, and then
Sure, he's a
there was
brand
like
name now.
Yeah.
yeah, and then who else? The one I read by Reese Witherspoon, that was not with him. That was with somebody else. But yeah, that's a smart way to crisscross your market.
It is. It's,
Absolutely.
it's genius.
It is.
Because you've already got one following, and then you bring your 2 audiences in, like bam,
Yeah.
instant market, double market. Anyway, so this book, we don't talk about Emma. It says, "When is cold-blooded murder justified?" Ha
Oh wow.
It says, New Orleans detective Nikki Mayu has decided it's when a technicality sets a serial rapist free. I'll just leave it at that because it's a long thing.
Oh,
So,
wow.
but
Well,
in
listen,
the
Amy
cause
should
of
put a
her book.
tag down to the interview because he actually explains why he wrote it that way.
Oh, that's
does.
cool. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Man, yeah, that's crazy. He did have me at like the beginning. Haha. Like that. What? I do like that. I do like that. I like being creative and stuff. I'm all like a big fan
Sure.
of it. But man, Russell, I'm still gonna keep my promise. I'm determined to get us romance authors of all spectrum. Dina's helping me on it. So we can have romance author discussions. Because I don't think I know Russell doesn't understand. And Russell did these author talk shorts with me 3 years ago when
And
we
it was
interviewed.
funny. We did like 6, Mickey, and
Yeah.
3 were some of the most fascinating authors we ever had. The other 3 were like complete duds. You never knew what you were going to get out of that crowd.
But it was
I
so
love
funny.
it. It's innovative.
Oh my god, it was so funny. So I didn't read a whole lot of romance, like any level of romance, I guess, at that time. I was just reading a lot of clients' books at the time. But it was just so funny because the 3 that were like so fantastic that you learned had 0 filters. Like no
It was
filters,
so good. It was
That's
no
what
so
you
good.
cares.
want, though.
I know,
Yeah.
but they had no
Yeah.
cares in the world. They were just talking like it was everyday conversation. And you're kind of just like, oh my gosh, I don't know if we should say that. Like it was great. It was so
Yeah.
great.
So author
But we
talk
should.
did a Howard Stern short. In
And yeah, pretty much. It was so much fun though, because me and Russell were the ones doing them together, and
I
we were
love
just talking to these women, and they were just like 3 of them were just so into it, and then the other 2
It
were
was
like
great.
the other 2 are trying to
Funny.
like cross their T's and dot their I's and stuff, and Russell was just like pull that teeth, but it's just even their communities are just like that, so they're just like fun to be
That's
around.
awesome.
So my goal is
Fun.
to get us some for Russell to expand his knowledge in the vast the
Yeah,
vast
because
abyss
I don't
of
really
it.
understand it. In fact, my wife and I were watching a new series that's on about it's like the same writer who wrote Yellowstone, the Madison.
Oh yeah.
And it's about a woman whose husband dies and they had a good marriage and how sad she and her girls are. And during one of the episodes, she calls her friend in New York and tells her to come. And I'm like, why would she want to do that? And my wife just looked at me and shook her head and says, you just don't get women. You just don't get it.
Yeah. You still have a lot to learn.
And it's the same thing about romance. Yeah, as my wife would say, I just don't get it. Right?
Yeah.
That's what she would say.
I don't
And
know,
thank you
Russell.
for laughing, Valerie.
I don't know, Russell. If I sit here and I think about, but I mean, you also like sci-fi, and I would not have pegged you as a sci-fi reader, but I just cannot peg you as like a dark romance reader.
No,
like
I'm not. I just don't
two
get it.
pages of trigger warnings. I don't know why, but
I
that's
can't do that. The
Yeah.
whole intellectual concept of giving someone 2 pages of don't read this book, and that is the actual fish hook to
Mhm.
get them to
Yeah.
read the book.
I know.
I thought that whole psychological
I know.
attack is very interesting to me.
I know.
Mhm.
I think that's why I read them, because I like deep down, I'm just like, who the hell thought of this? Like, my mind has never gone this dark, like, I don't know. I think that's like the fascination behind it. For some people, it's, like healing trauma and they've experienced it, which is why they have the trigger warnings. For me, I'm just like, I can't believe I'm reading this and it came from like someone's mind, because I never would have thought of these things. Like suspended from the ceiling, or, like making what was the one I read, and my feet hurt for like a good day, and it was like wearing high heels that are too small with wet feet, and your feet are chained,
No,
and you had to walk.
no,
My toes were hurting. My toes were
no,
hurting when I
girl.
read. I'm telling you, like, who would think? Why would you want
That's
this
not
thing?
necessary. I'm sorry.
Exactly,
crazy.
right? That's what I'm saying. So I don't know.
I don't know, Amy.
It's odd.
I grew up reading Jackie Collins. My mom had all kinds of novels, lots and lots of novels. She was a big reader, but some of the old Jackie Collins books, those were like a little bit, racy here and there, and then so
Yeah,
you evolve into this culture of the dark romance. You're like, wow,
I
maybe.
think Amy
where did this
fell
come
into
from?
it like a
Because
bolt
you
car.
I
already
really
have like
did.
like gosh, what am I thinking? Some older writers that were kind of risque. But now to go to merge even those,
Yeah.
with the evolution, it's just what the hell
Yeah.
happened?
I like fell into it because I was reading all these like super cute ones, like billionaires, because you're not going to read about a broke boy, right? So you're reading all these like billionaire ones and they're super cute. And then I just liked the title of it, which was The Ritual or The Sacrifice. And I was like, oh, this is a cute cover. Everyone's talking about it. Let me read it. Oh my God, that really was the darkest book. And I feel like every dark book I've read since then is just like a walk in the park, because that one was dark. I was like, I had to read something happy and like watch a happy movie after it. It was like a Breaking
Go
Bad.
watch Bluey.
Yeah, you know how like Breaking Bad, I don't know if you guys watched that, but like Breaking Bad,
Yeah.
there were parts you had to take a break and like watch something happy because it was so dark.
But
That's
don't badmouth Bluey. That is written by psychiatrists
I was saying
too,
that could be her
as a
happy
way to
spot,
hypnotize viewers. It's like a whole little science
no, it's
project
so
of theirs.
relatable, and they're 7 minutes long. And then
No, it's
listen
not
to the song.
relatable.
It is
It's
as a
just
parent.
you don't think. They just stare at it and not
No,
move.
it's relatable as a parent. My kids have played Keepy Uppy with a balloon since watching that so many times. And from a mom standpoint, where she was like, I need like, what was it, 10 minutes where no one says my name, and like
Okay.
Bandit got it. Yeah.
I didn't know that was something on Bluey. I
Mhm.
am for Easter when the grandchildren coming over. I am going to get balloons for them to play that game now that I know they watched it on Bluey.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's so much fun. My kids, and then like the Pass the Parcel, my kids have played that at a birthday party before. And so like it's been a lot of fun, but like I don't know, I can sit and watch it. And then the little jingle,
Yeah,
the
it's
jingle's fun.
designed that way.
I
It's
know.
designed to make people not think, just
It's
stare.
wonderful. It's like, I don't know. I would call it like the modern day Scooby-Doo, but that's not accurate because it's completely different. But like the fixation, because it's wonderful. I absolutely love it.
This is like a reality show. I'm loving this, guys.
These are just fun.
I'm going to contact Netflix tomorrow. We're going to have a contract.
These are like our fun, just catch up.
Yeah, it's good.
Fun. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, you guys, oh my gosh, April's coming. What all do you guys have? Valerie, do you have any author events for April? Because it's like around the corner.
I have that author fair coming up the weekend after Easter. I won't be there. I can only be there on Sunday, but I'm excited. I'm excited to get back in the groove. I need to do more things with my books, but it's just the spring, just like the year flew by.
I know.
It's gone so fast this year. It's insane already. Like it's April. It's mind-boggling. It's crazy.
Yeah. I'm so excited because I'm like a month closer to the pool, and I'm a month and a half closer to not having to get up. I mean, I'm up anyways, but not having to like fully function and drive at 7 a.m. I'm really counting down, and my kids are too. I think it's like 36 days. 36 days. I'm holding out. I'm gonna make it, but
I get it.
I know. Well, you guys, we hope that you all have a fantastic Monday and a great rest of your week. And until next week, bye for now, everybody.